Should you self-manage or hire a property manager? If you're investing in Las Vegas or Henderson real estate, today's episode is going to be a game changer. We're talking about one of the biggest decisions every rental property owner eventually faces. Should you self-manage your rental or should you hire a property manager? This question comes up constantly in investor conversations, Bigger Pockets forums, Nevada's real estate groups, and even in coaching programs. And the truth is, there's no one-size-fits-all answer. Instead, there are clear advantages, risk, and legal responsibilities tied to each option. And if you're investing here in Southern Nevada, the decision hits even harder because property management rules in Nevada are stricter than most states. Nevada actually requires a separate property management permit to manage rental for others, a requirement outlined in the Nevada Real Estate Division's guidelines. That alone tells you how seriously the state takes property management. So today, we're breaking it all down in a simple, realistic, no-fluff format. Whether you own your first condo in Spring Valley, a single-family rental in Henderson, or a growing investment portfolio in North Las Vegas, this episode will help you decide which path protects your time, your investment, and your peace of mind. What self-management really looks like. Self-managing sounds appealing at first. It's cheaper. You stay in control. You know exactly who's living in your property. And in a time when interest rates are high and cash flow is tighter, many new investors are tempted to go the DIY route to save on monthly management fees. In Las Vegas, where property managers commonly charge about 7 to 10% of monthly rent, that saving can seem significant. But what many first-time landlords underestimate is the amount of work involved. Self-management means handling every part of the job. Marketing the property, creating rental listing, conducting showings, screening tenants, running background checks, writing lease agreement that comply with Nevada laws, fielding inquiries at all hours, and managing maintenance requests. And that's before we even get into rent collection, bookkeeping, and lease enforcement. According to the National Association of Residential Property Management, the average landlord spends more than 20 hours per month actively managing a single rental. There's also the emotional component. When you're managing the property yourself, tenant may see you as the landlord next door, which can blur boundaries. Some owners find themselves feeling guilty about charging late fees, enforcing lease rules, or raising rent to keep up with the market. These are real challenges that can affect your long-term returns if you don't set firm expectations early.
That's all right.
When self-management makes sense. Self-management can absolutely work, but only when the situation is right. Many successful Las Vegas investors do it. The key is having a property that doesn't require much oversight. If you own a newer single-family home in a stable community like Providence, Inspirada, or Green Valley, you may deal with fewer maintenance problems. A well-qualified tenant with a long-term lease can also dramatically reduce your workload. It helps if you live close by and can physically check the property, meet contractors, or conduct inspections. Out-of-state investors often underestimate how important distance is. A 15-minute drive is manageable. A 4-hour flight is not. And in Nevada, where the eviction process is fast but must follow strict timelines outlined in the NRS Chapter 40, being physically present can make the difference between an efficient resolution and a legal headache.
That's all right.
Self-management also works for owners who enjoy being hands-on. People who like home repair, who understand landlord-tenant laws, and who have the time to stay responsive. If you're highly organized, good with communication, and not afraid of conflict, you may find self-management rewarding. It's also ideal for owners who want to learn the business deeply so they can eventually grow into larger portfolios. The role of a property manager and why it matters in Nevada. Hiring a property manager is not just about convenience. It's about protecting your investment legally, financially, and operationally. In Nevada, property managers must hold a real estate license plus a property management permit, which requires extra coursework and oversight by the Nevada Real Estate Division. This ensures Nevada property managers understand topics such as trust account handling, habitability requirements, compliance with NRS 118A, proper notice timelines, and fair housing laws. A professional property manager handles everything from advertising the home to tenant screening, lease signing, maintenance coordination, legal compliance, rental collection, and move-in and move-out inspections. In competitive submarkets like Henderson, where rental demand is high but tenant expectations are higher, this can dramatically improve tenant quality and reduce vacancy time.
Nice.
Professional managers also have vendors relationship that results in faster repairs, lower contractor prices, and priority scheduling during peak seasons. One of the biggest advantages is legal protection. Nevada has specific rules for security deposit, entry notices, late fees, habitability, and eviction timelines. Missteps can lead to penalties, rent refunds, or legal disputes. A licensed property manager ensures your lease and action complies with state laws, protecting you from costly mistakes. For many owners, the peace of mind alone is worth the management fee.
That's all right.
When hiring a property manager is the smarter move. If you're a new investor, live outside Nevada, or own multiple properties, hiring a professional manager is often the smarter choice. Managing rental becomes exponentially harder with each property you add, especially in a fast-moving market like Las Vegas, where turnover rates can be higher due to the transient workforce. Property managers also excel in high-demand seasons, ensuring minimal vacancy. According to Zillow research, every month of vacancy costs landlords the equivalent of 8 to 10% of annual cost rent, often far more than a manager's monthly fee. Hiring a property manager is also wise if you have limited time. Even a well-behaved tenant can require quick responses to maintenance issues, lease questions, or emergency repairs. A manager's availability provides immediate support for both you and your tenant, improving satisfaction and lease renewals.
Nice.
In neighborhoods like Summerlin or Anthem, long-term renters often expect a polished professional experience. It's also a smart move if you're uncomfortable enforcing rules. Late payments, unauthorized pets, HOA violations, these are emotionally and legally difficult situations. A property manager acts as a buffer between you and the tenant, enforcing lease terms objectively and consistently.
Nice.
This professional distance often results in better outcomes and fewer disputes. Cost breakdown, what you actually pay for. Property management fees in Las Vegas typically range from 7 to 10% of the monthly rent, with some companies offering tier pricing depending on services. Leasing fees may include tenant placement, marketing, professional photos, open houses, screening, and preparing lease agreements. There may be a renewal fee, inspection fee, or maintenance coordination fee depending on the company. The key is transparency. Reputable firms clearly outlines their pricing and guarantee compliance with Nevada's property management guidelines. What many owners don't realize is that property managers often save money in the long run.
That's all right.
Vacancy reductions, better screening, and efficient maintenance can significantly reduce overall costs. According to a study by the Institute of Real Estate Management, professionally managed properties experience lower turnovers and fewer costly emergency repairs due to proactive oversight. That means higher net income over time. Owners also benefit from monthly statements, tax-ready financial reports, and reduced risk of legal missteps. For those who value time, convenience, and risk mitigation, the return of management fees is often far greater than the costs. And here in Nevada, where compliance is strict, having a professional manager can keep you ahead of changes to landlord-tenant regulation.
That's all right.
Final thoughts. So, should you self-manage or hire a property manager? The answer depends on your time, your experience, your personality, and your long-term goals. If you enjoy being hands-on and have the time to learn the legal side of Nevada real estate, self-management can work. But if you want a smoother, more passive experience with stronger legal protection and professional oversights, hiring a licensed Nevada property manager is often the smarter move. Whichever route you choose, remember that your rental property is a long-term investment. The right management approach isn't just about today. It's about protecting your property, your profit, and your peace of mind for years to come. If you ever need guidance, have questions about Nevada property management, or want to explore what working with a licensed property manager looks like, I'm always here to help. Thanks for listening and being part of our growing community here in Las Vegas and Henderson.
Thank you.
If you're thinking about making a move or just want to learn more about life and real estate in our amazing city, be sure to grab your free relocation guide. It's packed with insights on neighborhoods, lifestyle, and the local market. You'll find a link right in this episode description. And hey, I'd love to hear from you. Whether you have real estate questions, a topic suggestion, or even a story about your own buying or selling experience, send me a message or connect with me on social media. Just search for Long's Real Estate, your local realtor here in Las Vegas and Henderson, Nevada. Don't forget to follow the podcast so you never miss an episode. Remember, in Las Vegas and Henderson, the odds are always in your favor when you have the right real estate agent by your side. Thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you on the next episode.